But I think they're trying to work through a process right now.
Exactly, and I think it's a big decision to make. You have lost Alex Trebek. He's an icon, and as Ken Jennings said in his first episode filling in, he said, listen, no one's going to do it that way. So you're always going to look at someone and go, well, it's not Alex Trebek. It's not. It just isn't. And like you said, I think they're just working through this process, making donations at the same time, which is nice.
And, you know, others were even saying about Aaron Rodgers being on there because they're thinking, oh, how's he going to get out there and do this? But he won.
He won the celebrity version
of the show.
Mayim Bialik, again, another actress, but she's also a scientist and she's got the brains behind it too. I made a short list. Well,
you made a short list,
of some other people that I thought would do good. Now, I brought up LeVar Burton because his name was tossed in the ring a while back. I think he'd do good. Neil deGrasse Tyson, I think, also would be very good in taking on that role. I love Tom Bergeron. He's got the local tie, right?
He does.
And I know he ad-libs here and there, but I think his delivery would be great. He's hosted many other game shows, competition shows. I think he'd be excellent. John O'Hurley, who's been on our show.
John O'Hurley would be good.
Right? He's got a good delivery. And another one I thought of was Alton Brown from the Food Network.
Oh, yeah.
Now, he's very knowledgeable in the culinary world, but he's also hosted his fair share of, you know, food-style game shows. And I think he would do a good job. At least for a week, you know, give him a shot at this. Let him raise some money.
On the list that they have, that they've just just recently put out, Bill Whitaker from 60 Minutes. I mean, he's one of these consummate reporters, anchormen. He has that that presence about him. I think he would be very good. He seems like he's no nonsense like Alex Trebek was. And I think Mayim Bialik probably will do very well. I mean, she is extremely smart. I think is it a neuroscientist as well? I think that's what she does.
Whatever it is, it's something I can't do.
Right. Now, if you were to host a game show,
ooh, good
what would it be? What would it be?
Oh, I feel like I would just want to play along with them. I don't think I would do Jeopardy because I'd be stuck behind that podium the whole time. I'd want to interact a little bit more. Oh, I don't know. Well, do you know what you would do?
Yeah, I do. I think I would be, I would like to do Wheel of Fortune.
Oh, yeah.
I think I would like to do Wheel of Fortune.
Pat does get the chance to spin the wheel every episode.
Spin the wheel. I think I could do Wheel. I know we were talking about it this morning. And
that'd be a fun one.
Yeah, I think that would be a good one.
I love that show, too. That's one of my favorites. It would have to be a show that, you know, you've been watching forever and you love. And you want to just feel
Wheel of Fortune is, I think I'd like to do that one.
I like too many game shows.
And it's something like when you see the wheel, you're like, oh, that's the wheel.
Is it heavy?
I've spun the wheel. Yeah, the wheel is heavy.
All right, well, how about Brendan? What game show would you want to host?
Guys, there's so much to unpack here, so much to say. First of all, I would love to host The Price is Right.
That'd be a fun one, too.
Another exciting wheel. They've got the giant wheel that's But I'm with you guys. I'd like to be interactive with the contestants a little bit and have some fun. And we both said on Facebook Live, Jeopardy is really no nonsense.
No nonsense.
And I'm a purveyor of silliness, so I don't know if that would be the right fit for me. We were talking upstairs. Also, it was funny. Michaela said, "How do you spell Mayim Bialik?" And
I said, had to Google it to make sure.
Well, I said B-L-O-S-S-O-M because she was Blossom.
Newlywed Game. That's what I'd want to host.
That'd be a good one.
Yeah. I think you'd be great at that. I mean, it's just so much fun to think about what you could do. And I think, Michaela, you had some great suggestions there. I like that you made a list.
I made a list. I checked it twice.
How about Lars from Metallica hosting Jeopardy? Welcome. Welcome. I don't know. I'm just thinking about my favorites, but Ken is doing a great job, and I can't wait to see what some of these other guys, men and women, do with it. It's going to be terrific. Let's check in with our viewers out there to see what you guys had to say about this topic. Some great comments today. Who is up first? James. Yes, he says, if she didn't already have the weakest link, I would give it to Jane. I would give Jane Lynch my vote. Yeah, she'd be great. She does a terrific job. Moving on here. Dennis thinks, oh, everyone loves him. I think Tom Hanks would be a good host for Jeopardy. Very nice. Gene would like to see Sam Elliott host the show. Well, perhaps he's no longer cashing those Roadhouse residuals and needs the gig. And lastly here, Dante has a few suggestions. Dave Chappelle, Will Ferrell, Morgan Freeman, the list goes on. Those are interesting choices. I think the comics would have a tough time because they got to focus on the game, but I love the suggestions and I love the participation. Thank you, everyone. We love the comments. What's not to love? We love you. Keep them coming on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. You know where to find us at The Rhode Show. Leave the comment on our Buzz topic each morning on Facebook, and we may read yours right here on the show.